Hey YouTubers, Hike with Mike here of course. It's time for TikTok with Hike with Mike. Not coffee talk, TikTok. I got my cool mug, Campfire Steve got me. Drinking some kombucha, way too hot for coffee. You probably noticed in some of my videos I've been talking about I've been on the forest road staying out of the brush because I've never seen the tick situation as bad as it has been this year. So I thought I would just bring up a couple of things to repel and to deal with the tick situation. I usually, when I go hiking, because I don't want to take these heavy little seats and stuff, I usually sit on a log, and that's where I usually get most of my ticks when I'm sitting on a log. Usually doing a swamp talk, but this is one thing that's probably good to have if the ticks are really bad. This one's lightweight, but it's very uncomfortable. It's a tiny little seat. It's, I'd rather sit on a log, to be honest with you, but it's lightweight. This one's heavy, which I don't like to carry around, but it's a lot more comfortable and practical than sitting on the ground or sitting on a log. So that's one option you have. Of course, this is the one I mainly use. I use the DEET, Repel. But I don't like to spray all these chemicals on me all the time, so a lot of times I try to, if I'm not in a real brushy area, I'm not going to spray myself. But, and for me personally, mosquitoes and horseflies don't really bother me. It's just the ticks I worry about. I guess I have like bad blood or something, but they tend not to be an issue for me. But there are other alternatives to a lot of the DEET. There is a non-DEET free formula that you can get. I don't know how good it works compared to the DEET. I mean, the DEET is definitely going to be effective. And there's the Permethrin, which I haven't used yet. Campfire Steve swears by it. So I have it here. You spray it on your clothes, you leave it out there on like a clothesline for a few hours. And it actually runs through several cycles on your clothes so that you can use it several times and it'll keep. I think the reason why I've been kind of gun shy about it is because I have so many pets and things like that, and the chemicals being in the house and things, and if they happen to sleep on it or something, when it's sitting there after it's taken out of the laundry. So I haven't used this yet, but I know from what everyone told me it really works, so I may have to do it, and I'll just keep my those clothes that I have, like maybe in a garbage bag or something, so that the cats don't sleep on it or something, because I'm always very careful about chemical exposure with animals and things like that. I looked up the CDC, and there are some other less harsh things you can use. Apparently oil of eucalyptus can be fairly effective. I tried years ago, I tried a homemade brew of garlic, vinegar, and olive oil, and I think a little bit of rosemary, rubbed it on me. It wasn't effective at all, and with my situation of running into bears, I was just like a well-seasoned meal if I ran into a bear, so I gave up on that. But one thing the CDC says that's kind of cool is as soon as you get home, put all your hiking clothes in the dryer on high for about 10-15 minutes, and that'll kill any ticks that might be on your clothes. So I thought that was a good idea too. And also, obviously, shower as soon as you come home. Look at the areas where ticks are going to go. A lot of times they go in the back of the head, the ears, the armpits. For me, where I find most of my ticks are in the back of my knee. And of course the nether regions too. But these are just some ideas, because I think it's going to be a really bad tick season. So I thought I would throw all this stuff out, and I hope it helps.